It's always sad when someone dies. My dad is not very well at the moment, and a nice friend of mine is also not very well and probably going that way. So, yes, but when I look at this video, I'm sorry, I see so many things wrong. I do not think that the hair on top, the extra bit, the buffy bit, I don't think that's hers. The top bit, they've added that bit in. And then as she starts to move across the floor here, you see her hair is disappearing. And also her nose looks really strange. See, her hair is not right. You can see the plants through her hair. Do you see that? You can see through her hair. And we're going to have a look at the footage in a minute, because I think it's her. They've just stuck. I don't know what they've done. But anyway, we've blown it up now. And you can see that this bit of hair they've decided to stick on the top of her head is added. And then look at what happens to her face. I mean, the poor woman in the public has died. Why would they want to mess around with any of it? Anyway, look at that. Do you see her nose disappears at that point? We'll go back to that bit and play that again. She comes down here, her nose will disappear. There you go, and I think as she turns around, look, she's got a bit of white on her nose. There you go, look, her whole nose has disappeared. So we'll play that again. Let's just stop it. And have a look at this bit again. Do this bit manually. There, look, what's happened to her face there? What is he looking at her and suddenly goes, oh my God, her nose is gone. Because that's what's going on here. That is just not, it's just not right. Why? Why couldn't they just leave things? There you go, look, she's lost her nose and even her mouth. What is he looking at? Who is he looking at? And that piece of hair is fake. But let's carry on. I must admit, I was watching a little bit about it and I just thought, this is horrible. They're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. They're all dead now. I mean, that's just awful, isn't it? They're all dead. I mean, oh my goodness. Anyway, hopefully everybody can see all the problems with the footage and realise that, I mean, that's what, she got a beard suddenly, or is it because she was going over his jacket, or is it somebody else who superimposed her head on? To make this whole thing, that's why she looks so weird in the footage, because all they've done is they've superimposed her onto the footage and none of this happened. I just don't know. It's all a bit weird, isn't it? And that nose, look at that, what's happened to her face there? Yeah, anyway, that top of the head, this bit's not right. The big buff on the top. But anyway, thanks for watching. That's what I saw. What's your thoughts? SAMFU again has put a few little videos out on his channel. Great short clips from Jupitstsquarius, many more on his TikTok. Yeah, and yes, I thought I'd add them to a little video. I do so like what SAMFU puts on his channel. Anyway, thanks very much, SAMFU and Jupitstsquarius.
You came. I've been trying to reach you. Your television is a black mirror that is used to project false information, visions, and realities. Using your subconscious energy and attention to help manifest the outcomes they desire, and to keep your thoughts and vibration at a low enough state to always be easily influenced. That's just one way they use magic against you. Why do you think it's called television programming? It molds and controls your perception of the world around you. The same things are done with your laptops, phones, and tablets as well. Your attention and intention directs your energy. This is why they try so hard at keeping your attention focused on negative events, situations, and outcomes. It keeps you from directing it inwards and towards yourself, to help you grow and understand who you are and what's your purpose. You have awakened to the true nature of the reality around you. You will experience dissonance with others around you. It can become more difficult to connect with others when your perception of reality doesn't match up with their perception. You may feel the need to explain to them what you're experiencing, but this often results in friction and incomprehension. People can only comprehend what they are on a vibrational match to. If their level of consciousness is not at the same frequency that you're broadcasting from, well, they simply cannot hear you, no matter how hard you try. So let others have their own process. Let them make their own choices and let them make their mistakes. Remember, they are all experiences that lead them on their own path of awakening.
I was looking at this little video here, appearance of Clint Eastwood on Johnny Carson, 4th of the 3rd, 73, part 1. We all know that Clint Eastwood has these kind of green eyes. Now, I don't think they're blue and they're not brown, they're kind of green, but here he has brown eyes. And this is supposed to be colour, 1973, but it looks a bit like a Disney cartoon, doesn't it? This sort of blows my mind a little bit when you look at him and the plants are not distorted. So he's been put into the footage. Now he's back, well now he's blurry again, but just for a little bit. With his head moving around in the background. Yeah. His microphone's kind of okay. Blurry. He's now kind of got a claw hand. So he's looking over here. Let's put him. When he comes back here. He's got a claw hand. Oh, look at that. Why? Why? Gone down further. As I moved the footage along, then came him and his smile. I've only slowed it down a bit, but you can see his frown lines turning up. There's the first, there's the second. And then look at his face there. He's got some kind of box around his face. So we'll have a look again. Look. I can move it and take away and put back his frown lines with the box around his head. And look at his cheek on the right. Let's have a look at that again. So, I think that's just strange anyway. Look at his cheek here. Look at that. So that's not right, is it? Or even maybe that. Look at his face on the right here. Just look at it. I hadn't concentrated on that bit. Look at his face round here. Something not right there, is there? And again, he's got dark eyes. I mean, maybe there's your actor. Take away his hair. It's there. But anyway, and then came his hand. I mean, he's got quite a big hand. And I mean, look at his finger. Look at this here. This part of his finger now is the same colour as his face. We're just going back to show you that there you go, look, he's kind of, he hasn't lost half a finger, but his finger, I mean, look at it all, just look at it all. Does that look like a real person doing that, or does that look like a sort of manipulated computer thing? I don't know. Look at his hand. Anyway, yes, we're going to look at his hand here as well. Look at the definition of his face. Oh, I don't know. It's just slowed things down a little bit. Look at his hand. Look at that. How could your hand go to that? And look at his frowns, how these frowns turn up. Look, it's like he's got a mask on the top of his head. It's a different colour. It's like they've coloured him in or something. I don't know. And then I thought, oh, look at him. Well, that's a cartoon. Look at his suit. And this, like, black bit drawing in just on that bit. You're not noticing these things. It's been CGI'd, it's been affected, whatever it is. This looks like a cartoon. Look at his bit round his jaw. Look at his fingers. We're going to zoom in on that just to have a look. It stops perfectly. Look at the drawn on bit. Look at his fingers. Look, just that bit there drawn on. Anyway, not real. And just one more time for the frown. Wow. So what's your thoughts then? It's hard to... Yeah, that's the bit of photographs, but you don't ever see those colour eyes, do you? Look at that. Look how brown that is. Anyway, what's your thoughts?